Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dan Lags, and welcome back to episode number 10 of Constructing Los Dangeles Season 2. How is everybody doing? We're back on the seat today, and we finally reached double-digit episodes here on Season 2. It took me long enough, right? So let's go ahead and get started with today's building. First off, last episode we were working on this gray house right here, which is just one, plot away from the boardwalk. And this house turned out very good. I would say so far this is my favorite of the three that are built. I'm going to be introducing you guys to the third one in just a second. But we have the garage that is on the back here, not connected to the building. I mean, it's not completely done on the exterior yet. I mean, I could add some balconies and things like that to give it a little bit more of like a beach house vibe. But as of right now, it's looking really good in the front. I like the way this one turned out, happy with it, so we'll continue to do the interior on that one at a later point. But today's episode is going to be focused on this house right here, and this is the new house on the block. This is the one that I just started building on my live stream over the weekend, and I pretty much did everything you see here on my stream, and I think it turned out pretty good so far. I'm actually really liking this house a lot, and today's episode is going to be focused on trying to close off the interior here and create something that's going to look pretty nice. So that's my plan today, is to work on this house, finish up the exterior, and maybe we can fill in some of the floors and things like that on the interior. Hopefully that will turn out pretty good. But first off, right off the bat, City Texture Pack Advanced, just a quick thing about it, like, look at these fences, guys. I was putting these down on my stream and I was just amazed. Like, it's like the best looking block I've ever seen. Especially when you look at it from a distance and then you zoom in, it's just like, oh my gosh, it looks incredible. So what I'm going to be doing actually is I'm going to be taking these fences here, and let me just swap out beacons. They're actually acacia fences, in case you were wondering what block this is. I think I'm actually just going to use these fences and just kind of trim the entire house with them and create like a little property here. Obviously not every property is going to have a fence on it, but I figured that some of these could. I think it would look pretty cool. The question is, do I turn it around the corner here like that? Maybe not. I think that's fine. I'll do that. So this will continue to wrap back this way. And I just want a fence wrapping this entire property. I mean, not every property has to have this, but this one in particular, I think will make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to have this go all the way to the edge here. Pretty much one block away from the canal, which is going to be more detailed at a later point. But I'm slowly but surely adding more detail to this area. I've been adding like street lights and trees a little bit and stuff like that, just to give it a little bit more detail, and I'll continue to do so. Some people in the comment section have been asking me to a couple things. I wanted to address a couple of things that people have been writing in the comments in the last few episodes. First off, switching it up a little bit and working on different areas. If you guys want to see me work on other areas besides the beach area, that's totally cool. Maybe next episode I will do that. I just wanted to, kind of continue to work on this house today. That was kind of my plan. So I'll definitely consider working on something different next episode, since that's what you guys want to see. Also, question of the day. A lot of people have been asking to bring back the question of the day. We can definitely do that. I'm not sure when the first episode will be, like the first episode back. I just don't know yet. But I will announce that soon. Yeah, I definitely want to bring back the question of the day. Like, that is something that, was a big part of the first season of the series. And, I want to kind of keep that continuity. So, yeah, we're 100% going to do question of the day again for Season 2. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully within the next few episodes we can get our first question of the day for this season. I definitely want to continue that. But there's been a few other things in the comments, like some suggestions about how the series should be formatted. Like, I think one person in the last episode, the top comment was like, have one 20-minute post-commentary episode every 10 episodes. It's an interesting thought. I could, possibly add some variation to the episodes. Some different kinds of episodes as well. I definitely consider that. I'm open to all options pretty much, because anything that can spice up the series, I'm willing to do. So starting off right there, we just got a little fence that wraps around the front of the house. Obviously the fence proportionally really isn't matching the size of the house. That's just not how things work. Here's the thing though. My Minecraft character, being 2 blocks tall, it's a little bit tricky sometimes, creating like the perfect scale on a build. But that's not really what I try to do. I just try to make it, look good more than try to build it to scale. Because if you try to build it to scale, the Minecraft character in comparison to, an actual, real person is just like extremely small. So you have to always keep that in mind. Like your person, if you brought like a real person into this world of Minecraft, they would not be 2 blocks tall. They'd probably be like 3.5. So that's just something you have to keep in mind. But here's the thing, guys. Should I make the fence 3 blocks tall or 2 blocks tall? I just don't know yet. I think 2 blocks is what I'm going to leave it at for now, but 3 actually looks good, and that's something I could use in the future. I could go like every other block and make like the like the one fence up there. I don't know why I'd ever do that, but I have to definitely keep that in mind, that I can use these acacia fences like in pillars of some way, that those could be useful on the modern house possibly. But as of right now, I think that's all I'm gonna do for the fences. I might add actually another tree here in this corner. The whole point of this area, you might be wondering, Dan, this is not the most beachy looking neighborhood in the world. I'm not really going for that. I'm actually going for something a little bit different. You would probably, the first thing you think of like beach houses would be like these small houses, lots of balconies, lots of windows, not that much grass, like sandy yards, maybe some palm trees, depending on what part of the country you're in. That's not really what I'm going for on this. I'm going for something where, it kind of looks like, like in a very far inland neighborhood, but it's like right on the coast. So it's kind of like like a high-end area kind of is what I'm trying to go for, because when you go back over here on the other side of the river, you run into these modern houses which are like really nice. These would be probably pretty expensive in real life. So I'm trying to like continue that, like as you get closer to the beach. And like if you come all the way down here, with the render distance being a little bit further on PC, like it's just like a cool view looking down this street and like seeing more houses being built, and you can actually see all the way down to the boardwalk from here. So this is only with my chunks on, I believe it's I have on 16 right now. So if I put them all the way to 32, I could stand right here and render like pretty far out into the ocean. So it's like some really cool things for potential screenshots and stuff like that of the neighborhood when it's done. But the fact that we have almost 3 houses finished on the exterior already is pretty good, like just for starters. So anyway, let's go in and work on this house now. Let's actually get this exterior done on this episode. That's my goal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start building it, and do my rambling, and we'll have a good old time. So again, guys, thank you so much for the support on CLD. CLD still gets a lot of support. Somehow it does. After doing the same thing for 3 years now, you guys still love it, and that's really great for me, because it's always something that I can make for you guys and know that you're gonna enjoy it. That's like a really good safety blanket, or like security blanket for like somebody who does YouTube. Just like have a series like this that like they know people really enjoy, and to be able to just make a video on that when maybe you're not like fully stocked up on ideas, it's always really nice. So I'm always really glad that you guys enjoy CLD. This is a series that when I started it back in 2013, I thought it had maybe some potential to be something cool, a city let's build. That's kind of like an ambitious project. It's a long project, and it turned out to be a really long project, and it's still going. Obviously right now it's a little bit more open-ended than it's ever been. I think one of the things about this season is you really don't know my goal right now, right? So you guys knew in the first season of CLD, leading up to the 300th episode, my goal was to finish the city and fill in the Xbox 360 seed, right? That was my goal throughout the entire season, to do that. I don't know why I'm filling this in right now when I can use world edit. I'm sorry, I'm still a console pleb, guys. You got to remember this. But just kind of, my goal was to finish the city on 360. Right now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really have a goal. I don't know what I'm kind of striving for right now. I'm just kind of building for the enjoyment of building, and hopefully that's okay. Let's see. I believe bricks is set 45. Oh gosh, I have an amazing memory. Not really, but there we go. We got that filled in, so that's good. And I most likely will add some sort of balcony here, because if you had a house like in this spot, literally right next to the beach, this house in real life would be like, even though it's tiny, this thing would be multi-million-dollar house. Like this thing right here, one thing you gotta understand about the ocean, guys, and I'm sure many of you guys know this already. Ocean real estate is all about location, like more than any other. Like I know the old saying is like real estate's location, location, location. It gets even more insane near the ocean. So, you could have a house that is like a really nice, like a mansion that's 10 blocks away from the beach. But if you have like a house that's maybe like a quarter of the size of that mansion, 1 block away from the beach, it's going to be, the same price, if not more money. Like that's just how things work. For some reason, I mean, well, I guess it's a good reason because, you know, it's the beach, but, you know, the ocean, you know, ramps up retail prices. I think that goes without saying. It's a pretty obvious thing, real estate 101, but it is kind of interesting how, you know, let's say a house like this one right here, you know, not the biggest house in the world, you know, obviously not the best house I've ever built in my life, but it's not a bad house, right? It's a nice looking build. You know, something like that is going to probably be more expensive than, you know, this house right here, which is like this really nice modern house, obviously a lot bigger, or honestly even the Green Mansion. So although I don't really like the Green Mansion, I think it's super outdated, but, you know, that's a story for another day. You know, I would always, you know, if I could rebuild that one, I would, because I just don't really think it's that good. Never have, but I always just kept it because a lot of people liked it. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue this. So the next thing I want to do, well, this part's going to be a little bit tricky because this back area, this is actually the reason why I ended my stream, because I just didn't really know what I want to do with this. But I think I have an idea. I kind of slept on the idea over the last couple of days here, and I think I know what I want to do with this back area. So let's go ahead and just try to implement some designs here and see if I can come up with anything that's going to stick. First off, let me just go ahead and start to take this up here, and I'm just gonna try to connect these stairs. I'm hoping that they connect up to the center here where the slab is, and if they don't, then I'm in a little bit of deep doo-doo, but that's okay. You know, all these roofing designs and stuff like that can be complicated, but I think I'm gonna be able to connect it, hopefully. And looks like it's not gonna connect. It's gonna be like a couple blocks down. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to do this the easy way, and I'm going to start from the top. That's what I should have done from the first place. So let me just kind of break these blocks that I just placed, and I'll snake down instead of trying to snake up. Probably a lot better idea to do it like that. All right, so I'm just going to take this down and just see where it connects. You might be wondering, you know, why are you doing it here? You know, you could stick it out a couple of blocks and it would make it a lot easier. I have like another idea in mind, which will reveal itself in just a little bit. So let me just kind of try to make this roof work. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle here for a second, but if I can make it work, that would, you know, make things a lot easier. So I think what is eventually going to happen here is this is going to connect like right there, I believe. So let's just see. It's going to run past these stair blocks, and, you know, speaking of the stair blocks, you know, I can't say enough about the black stair blocks. It's just, I honestly think that it makes these houses like a lot better. I think I showed on my live stream highlights video yesterday that, you know, I showed it in Flows HD, and it just like doesn't look as good. Taking nothing away from the Flows HD, obviously it's a great pack, but it's just amazing how, you know, this texture pack is like perfect for this world. It's actually unbelievable. But let me take it down on this side too and see where it connects, and this might not work, so I'm just gonna try it. Oops, that's slabs, that is not stairs. I'm wondering, it was coming together weird, but I'm gonna connect this down. I don't know exactly where this is gonna connect to. If I were a betting man, it's going to be like down there somewhere, a little bit past the stair that's already there. So I'm going to do that, connect it down, and then try, you know, my next idea here. But again, this back roof is going to be a little bit tricky for sure. I don't know 100% what I'm going to do with it. Usually with these houses, I kind of just like build the front of it, see if I like it, and then, you know, fix the back accordingly. But probably not the best strategy for it. You know, I don't plan my builds out as much as I used to. All right, so let's see. That'll connect to there. I'm totally okay with that. That works. So we can start to fill in those stairs there. That'll work. Probably fill in these stairs over here, but the next thing I want to do is, well, okay. I want to make another roof part in this area. I just don't know exactly where I want to start it from. Maybe right here, and have it go up like connecting to this, and we'll see how high this can actually go before it's going to be a problem. I could connect it to like this part right here. So how high up would this have to go for it to connect? I don't know. I'm not so sure about this part. We're gonna figure it out though. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so that would connect to right here. So that would be the block right there. So I could actually push that out if I wanted to, maybe a few blocks, and then this would actually be right there, not right there. So, and then I'd have this go down, and this would probably connect like right around there somewhere. That would leave a lot of open space over here. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. Alright guys, so here's what I've come up with real quick. Whoop, I'm bonking into that. So my idea was to kind of create a smaller stair part that's extending out a little bit. And this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stair blocks, which is actually going to be the same amount as over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I'm going to try to do is build something similar to this, except on the back of the house. So that's kind of like what I'm trying for here. And I believe this lines up with the same spot. Let me actually just quickly double check this. I'm going to do a quick F3. Let's see, we're on block 86.5 on the Y coordinate. So if this is 86.5, we're in good shape. Let's see, 86.5. Okay, so that lines up. That's what I wanted to do. I was just trying to, figure this out in my head. So that will work excellently. And what I want to do now is actually have this run across here with quartz blocks. I might actually make these netherrack blocks at some point, but what I need to do is actually kind of curve this if I can, because that block's there. That might be a problem. Let's see, is that gonna cause issues? That might cause issues. I don't know how to solve that actually. Stair blocks are weird sometimes. Like they just don't do what you want them to. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I could put a slab there, I guess. That would be kind of dumb. I could put 2 slabs there. I mean that looks better than what it did. But I just wanted to make sure that that was curved. So I can break these blocks here. They are no longer needed. There we go. And then that's going to get filled in with netherrack, pretty much that whole surrounding area. And the back here is going to be, I wouldn't say similar, but, it'll look decently similar to the other side. So let's see. Now this is going to run across here and connect to there, I believe. Let's just take a look over here real quick to see how that works. Okay, so it wraps around actually. That's interesting. So this will wrap around through here and go across like this and to there. I'm just basically copying what I have over here. Let's see. So that wraps around. That's going to be 1 off. So that means that this block right here, this actually has to go 1 past. So this is going to be where the bricks are. So that's actually a little bit too far for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it here instead. Wait, no, that's not where I want it. 1 block in. So right here. Because I don't want to make this side wall too wide. It's already fairly wide. I just don't want it to be, like, insane. So that's why I'm going to kind of fix this up. It might be a little bit hard to visualize right now, but it's going to come together, like, within the next, like, 2 minutes. I'll tell you guys right now. So let me just break this real quick. And this is going to wrap around the corner here. And now it's going to run across. So that will just kind of continue down to about there for now. This right here can get broken on the inside. We don't really need any of this anymore, as it's going to get covered up. So that's cool. That can go like this. We're going to put some bricks in here. So let me just kind of set these bricks. Do a set 45. There we go. Get that filled in. And we can break all this now, by the way, because we're going to push it in a little bit. Okay. So this will go, I believe, right here instead. This will go up. And, hopefully this will make sense. I'm hoping that it does. I'm just trying to keep some continuity from the front to the back, because I think that always helps with houses. If you're stumped on how to build the back of the house, look at the front. Take like certain like symmetrical things that you did in the front and kind of convert them to the back of the house, and that always helps a lot. So that's just something that I'm doing right now. This is actually going to curve around this corner like that, and I believe that there will be a brick block that's going to run straight down right here. I might just fill this wall in just so I can get a good idea of what it's going to look like, and then go from there. I don't know what the ID for end bricks is. Okay, it's 206. So let's do a that's not what I want to do. Let's do a set 206 to right here. Make things easy. The lazy mod, aka world edit. Alright, and then we will fill that into there with a 45. There we go. Okay, so that wall's good. Let me go ahead and check back over here and see what is next. So we have to have some, well, first off, I believe that the end stone blocks up here are going to be 1 block in. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a couple of slabs be sticking out here. So let's do slabs going out 2 blocks, and then running across and connecting to right here. And then we're going to put some slabs in here. Place another one like this. I believe that's how that's going to work. And then on the inside here, it's going to be end stone bricks getting filled in. I really love these end stone brick blocks. They're one of the best blocks in the texture pack. They don't look very good in pretty much any other texture pack, but Joseph made them super duper viable here in the City Advance, which is just, you know, something that has been really, really nice to build with. I believe that does it. Let's see. Actually, I have to take these out an extra few blocks here, so let's have this go like that. There we go. All right, so that's starting to get filled in a little bit. And then the last thing I have to do is get this part figured out. Well, the window and everything else I can actually do probably later, but it's going to be a similar window design to like what you see there, because I actually really do like that. That was actually, funny enough, that was the first thing that I built in the house, was that. So I think that looks good. We'll have to figure out a way to like wrap this around the corner. I might still do that. I don't know yet. But the next thing I got to do is get this taken across here. This is going to connect to another wall, which will probably end up being right here. So let's do this wall next. This is going to go out to, let's see, this is going to come down right here. But yeah, I'm going to finish the exterior, guys. Not too much more to do. I mean, World Edit will take it from here. All I got to do is just, you know, make some marker blocks for myself. So we'll do that block to all the way up here. Connect that with the positions, set 45, okay. And then let's do the slab, or the end stone bricks are going to go across to right, I believe right there, that block. So let's do that, 206, and that to there, 206. Let's do this block to there. That's going to be 45. And then this block going up to right here, 45. There we go. Getting the walls filled in just like that. These are where I'm going to have some nether brick stairs going up. I never thought I would use nether brick stairs as much as I would. It's just one of those things. Okay, so that'll get taken up. And then, of course, there's going to be some bricks behind this, and these will kind of fill in. I'm just going to do this by hand because this part's a little bit of an angle, so just make it easier. Just do it by hand. Okay, so just kind of fill this all the way in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the roof done. I might just cut and just fill in the roof real quick because, you know, that's probably not the most entertaining thing in the world, so I probably won't do that part. But let me fly back up here and finish this off. Okay, so we're going to put the bricks in. Let's do like little amounts of World Edit here to like right there, 45. That might, yeah, there's gonna be a couple of leaking blocks, but that's okay. That's fine. And this is, again, the lazy mod. Okay, there we go. So that's filled in. So there's gonna be the back of the house. What I'm gonna do is I'm likely gonna have a balcony here as well as here. And then this part of the house is going to be looking pretty similar to what you guys saw over here, you know, on this side. So that's kind of like how I want to do this. I think that's, you know, how I want the walls to be filled in. That's pretty good. Like, that's actually, you know, exactly what I was hoping for. Here at the start of this episode, I just wanted to make sure that this made sense. It's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is just quickly get these, you know, roofing parts filled in so we can actually get like a sense of completion here on the exterior. And then, you know, we'll go from there. All right, guys, I went ahead and finished up the roof here. I filled it all in. It's looking pretty good. A couple of, like, interesting little things here on the back that could potentially be a little bit problematic. This actually sticks out one block past than it should, so it makes this back area a little bit awkward. So I'm either going to have to extend this out an extra block on this side to match what it looks like on this side, or I'm going to have to find a way to push this in a block, which could still be possible just by the way this is laid out. I think I could still do that. So that's something I'm going to figure out a little bit later. But for now, I think this is looking pretty good. The house is pretty much closed off on the exterior. So, you know, another house in the books here. Obviously, you know, it's not done yet. I think that goes without saying. But You know, it's a great start here. Love the way this one's looking. You know, I'll just continue to kind of put in these skeletons of houses here. It's been actually really fun to build these. And just like that, you know, this area right here, just taking a look at it from this angle, it looks really nice. I think this is starting to come together very well. Next house I'm probably going to build, it's going to be over there. I actually already opened the space for it. I'm going to save that plot for last, I believe. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Constructing Los Dangeles Season 2. I really appreciate it, guys. If you want to give this video a like rating, if you did enjoy it, that would be awesome for me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a few days for the next episode. If you guys are wondering about recap episodes and how those are going to work this season, we're going to do them every 20 episodes just like last season. So the first one will be 10 episodes from now. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been Dan Lags, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.